Woman to woman on menopause and its effect on skin. Welcome to Oriflame Talks. As you can see, we are doing Oriflame Talks in a new setting as an open conversation where we bring topics from beauty insider world. My name is Sara Nurani and I am heading the global skincare category here in Stockholm. And with me today, I have Lene Visdal-Johnsen, who is heading our scientific research department, and Anna Sigfrid, who is heading our R&D innovations. Every year, 25 million women enter menopause. But to quote Michelle Obama, we are living through it like it's not even happening. The conversation has just not been there. But over the past year, many female celebrities and powerful voices has led the conversation. And just to mention a few, Oprah Winfrey, Gwyneth Paltrow, Halle Berry, Drew Barrymore, and of course, Michelle Obama. So this is really huge. And how come this comes now? Anna?
Well, I think that all in all, if we look at the greater trends in society, we can see that we're living longer. And as we live longer, we have longer life expectancy. We also expect to have more quality as we age. And I also see that women, to your point, are taking much more space in society. Women are being more educated. Women are earning more money. And women are really starting to open up about this. Typically female topics. So maybe it was used to be seen as, just a female concern, nothing to talk about, hush hush. Now, menopause, it's not a disease, right? It's something that happens, it will happen to us all. It will have impact on your emotional and physical states, and it will have impact on the skin. Let's bring it out there. And I think that's what we see also looking at the data. I actually pulled some numbers for you, Sara. So I was looking at how many women actually search now around menopausal skincare. And I could see that between 2019 and 2023, 95% growth in that search for menopausal skincare. So for me, that just indicates again how curious women are. That this
how
is
it's growing.
How it's growing, exactly. I also think that women nowadays, I mean, so we're 50 or beyond, so what? We don't want to be defined by our age. We're living in an ageless society. I mean, I'm still me regardless. So yeah, I think that's the reasons behind.
I'm still me regardless. I love that. That's exactly how it should be. So it's a remarkable shift for sure. And I have to say, one thing that just made such an impact with me was when one of my mom's friends actually said that I used to be afraid of aging. And now I'm at the age where I'm afraid of not aging more. So that's the aging more, living for longer and living well for longer. That's exactly, I think, summing up what's going on.
That quality of life still.
Yeah,
Exactly. So we're talking about menopause. What does it mean, though?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can add a bit on that. We have to talk about hormones when we talk about menopause. And especially one particular hormone that we women have, that when we are in our late 30s or beginning of 40s, estrogen, the hormone estrogen, starts to fluctuate in our body. And what that means is that you will start feeling, you can wake up with hot flushes at night, maybe having a poor sleep. You can have sudden weight gain and various things like that will happen. And this is the beginning of menopause. And it's a stage of menopause that we call perimenopause.
Perimenopause.
Not that many people know that it starts as early as in your late 30s, beginning of 40s. And what this next stage is then menopause. And menopause is when you've been without your monthly cycle for 1 year. So menopause is actually 1 day. And that's quite interesting
Celebrate
as well.
the anniversary of the 1 year without your period.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Worth
exactly.
celebrating.
Worth
yes,
celebrating.
worth celebrating.
And then after that, we call it postmenopause. And you know, because we are still being affected by this drop of estrogen after our menopause day as well, if you want. So that is what happens in the body. But our skin, as you know, is our largest organ. So of course, that will also be affected by the fluctuation of estrogen.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I actually learned that we lose up to 30% of our total collagen in the first 5 years of menopause.
Yeah, that is true.
That's
and it's
a huge
crazy.
number.
It's a huge number. And in postmenopause, we will continue losing about 2% of collagen. So we really need to take control over this because the estrogen drop that we have in our body is leading to the loss of collagen, also the loss of elastin. And those two proteins in our skin is kind of the structure of our skin. So what happens then when we go through menopause is that we will lose the firmness and elasticity of our skin. Our skin becomes thinner, less dense because of that loss, which leads then to sagging, to deeper wrinkles. But it also has an effect on the hydration, so the skin barrier is being affected. And not only that, we also see that we can get more redness in the skin with this drop of collagen. So you can get, you know, little capillaries or spider veins showing, for example. That's typical of this stage as well.
So will you see that already in your 40s then? That's if you see
In
this.
the perimenopause.
Yeah, exactly. So in perimenopause, this is when it starts. And of course, it will become more, as you were saying, with the 30% drop of collagen, you will see it more and more because of the drop of
And that's
estrogen.
after that day, the anniversary day
Yes,
that we call the menopause.
exactly.
Yeah.
So,
But as you're speaking, Lene, it just strikes me. I mean, because if this is happening already by the early 40s, then, you know, how many women are not living in these pre-menopause, menopause, and post-menopause stages in life? I mean, that's the majority of our lifetime, right?
Yes.
exactly,
Yes.
exactly. More than half of our lifetime probably now.
Yeah, we're going to live till we're 100, so that's going to be more than half of our lives then.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure. That's so much going on in the body and in the skin. And I have to say we are really proud to say that Oriflame pioneered hormonal skin aging already 20 years ago with a line, some of you know it, called time reversing in 2003. Anna, you used to be our head of the skincare category. Maybe you can take us back a little bit and tell us about time reversing and the journey.
Yeah, I was here way back when it, not when it actually launched, but when we switched it over to Novage. But already before, it was one of our most successful ranges. And I think we can tell now why also, because again, it is the range for such a long period of your life. So it's always been very, very successful. And we've continued to build on it, improve it. But I think also what's changed, maybe if I look back, is the way we used to talk about this, sort of at this stage and this concern for women. So
we didn't mention menopause that much.
we did not.
We went on hormonal skin aging because it wasn't spoken about.
Right. It was too sensitive.
But still knowing what happens in the female biology and skin. So we did address it, and we're really proud of that. You said Novage, so exactly. Time reversing went on to become Time Restore.
Yes.
Our best-selling, super beloved range in skincare and Novage. And I think it's clear why. This was 8 years ago. Time Restore launched. And so we think that being at the forefront of hormonal skin aging, it's really time to bring this offer to the next level.
Yes.
It's been many years in the making, and for us who've been involved in the development, we know that, this was not a quick fix. There's a lot of science behind it, a lot of trial and error and work to really make it on that top level. And now we are finally ready to introduce our new range for hormonal skin aging for menopausal skin, which is Restore under Novage Plus. Lene, can you tell us 3 reasons why Restore is amazing?
Absolutely, and it's not difficult. I'm going to start with the first, which of course is very close to my heart, and that is that the serum and the eye cream has been developed using our newest Oriflame patented bioactivating technology that we call BioBoost. BioBoost is actually, and this is very interesting, it's a plant estrogen. So it's actually a natural compound that is mimicking estrogen that we can find in nature. And we found that the licorice root has a high amount of this ingredient. So when we had the licorice root extract, which is BioBoost, and we were testing it, we could see that it's kickstarting this collagen-making mechanism that we're losing because we're losing estrogen. And it's actually working specifically on those types of collagen that we're losing at this life stage, which is collagen 3 and 4. So that is very exciting, of course, for me. And yeah.
Yeah.
I
was thinking about something, and I can see you're thinking.
Oh, but I'm so proud. I think that it was a long journey, as you said, Sara. It was also very cool because these guys in Lene's team, they actually started using AI technologies to develop this ingredient. And this was way before ChatGPT was a thing.
Yes.
So you were at the forefront already there.
Yes.
Very cool.
So it was a very exciting development, definitely.
Yeah, totally. Maybe good to mention to the viewers that how it works is that our scientific research team will work on the technologies and the skin research and how it works with the new technologies. And once you have worked on that for a long time and seen that it works and you've tested it over and over again, then when it's ready to be put into products or formulations, then it's handed over to our the part of R&D who's doing the formulations to put it into the products, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
So the BioBoost technology was, our new patent was talked about a lot and we were super excited about it. And once it was ready, and now it is then put into the serum and the eye cream.
It's here and in the eye cream, exactly.
So we have patented BioBoost in the serum and the eye cream. Another super beloved part of Restore range is the creams.
Yes, of course.
What can you say about that?
I mean, yeah, the creams are a dream if you want. They are also containing very great ingredients. We have our beloved BioRe-barrier, which is really working on the skin barrier because we know that we need hydration at this stage, so we still keep that. And then we have added a new technology, which is called BioRegen. And BioRegen is really working on the regeneration of skin. So we said that, we're losing this density and the thickness of the skin. So this is what BioRegen is boosting, as well as the redness, as we said, which is an issue that we get at this life stage. So it's reducing these spider veins and capillaries, and the results are truly amazing when we see them. So together, with the serum eye cream and the day cream and night cream, we get these fantastic results.
So your number one reason was?
The technologies.
The technologies.
Yes.
Patented BioBoost and BioRegen being the new ones.
Yes.
Right. And the number 2 reason?
Is then, of course, the clinically proven, scientifically proven results that we're getting, because the results are amazing. And we can see that when we're using these routines, we're really targeting the top 5 concerns that we have at this life stage. So we're increasing the skin hydration. We are really seeing the difference in the density of the skin. That also comes with that we get better firming and elasticity of the skin. We're reducing the deep wrinkles. And as I said, the last one with the redness. So definitely seeing the big improvement of the redness of the skin, which is a big concern. And we see these results as early as 2 weeks. But we can, of course, get better results if we're using the routine for longer, as we always
and this
say.
is scientifically proven that we get the first results already after 2 weeks,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
Clinically proven, all of it.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I think that also you mentioned density.
Yes.
That was a lot of excitement around because it's the first time that we can talk about density. So that's really a new one.
Yes, exactly. Very exciting.
With the BioBoost.
And then you asked me for 3 reasons, and I have to say the third is how the products feel. Don't you agree?
Yeah,
I mean, they
absolutely.
are not only effective but indulgent. You know, this luxury feeling.
I think the textures are absolutely amazing. Again, being one of those who maybe feel a little more on the drier side. I just love the night cream. Just sort of lathering it on and just makes me so.
And just even, I mean, the scent and the feel of the serum is my favorite day of part of my day almost, because it's amazing. So
Truly.
Oh, that's so great. And I think this is also worth mentioning that when we were starting to develop, or we were set out to bring Time Restore to the next level, of course we had to see what is it that is so loved in Time Restore, so we don't miss those important parts. And the textures and the indulgence and the feeling of luxury when using the products was really high up in the rankings. So that's, of course, that was also a priority next to the effects.
Yeah, I think it's really the perfect combination of science and luxury. Yeah, this sort of indulgent feeling that you sort of want as well.
But I agree, and I have to say, I don't have dry skin. I have combination skin and more towards the oily side, and I still love it because you do feel that you need that extra care and comfort.
Exactly, and it's hydrating. It's not clogging.
It's not greasy.
No, exactly.
No.
Exactly.
It absorbs really well.
It does. It does. I agree. Oh, I can't wait for everybody to try it.
We got a sneak peek.
Exactly. I will ask you the same question that Oprah Winfrey and Gwyneth Paltrow got in interviews on this subject. The importance of community, woman-to-woman conversation, role models. How important is it?
I think it's hugely important, as you were talking about before as well. This has been a bit of a sensitive topic. And women want to know. It's natural. It will happen to us all. And again, it's not a disease. We just need some tips and tricks. We need to learn from each other, and we are curious. So why not support each other? And I think this is sort of just opening up again the conversation, women to women, about something that's again perfectly natural, not a disaster.
Yeah, exactly.
And that will actually be the rest of your life.
And I have to say that, I mean, I had the honor of being part of the Diamond Conference a couple of weeks ago in Innsbruck and talking about exactly this topic a little bit, and just a feeling of community or even how emotional this topic is for many people. It gives me goosebumps talking about it because, you know, we are in our company as well, we have the perfect community where we as women can support each other, and to be part of this conversation, breaking the taboo around this topic makes us also proud, and I think everybody felt that, and I definitely felt it. So I think it's very important.
I got goosebumps when you told me about it first, and how emotional it also gets. It just goes to show that it has been a sensitive topic to so many women, and before they have, like Michelle Obama said, lived through it without acting as if it's not happening. But it is. So I think that's powerful for sure. I have to say that a milestone for me was when you, Anna, a couple of weeks ago, well, quite recently, turned 50. That was such an eye-opener because in my world, you were so far from somebody that I would see as 50. And understanding that, wow, you and some of our other colleagues actually turning 50 this year made me feel so much closer to the naturalness of it. And it just took away the tension, took away the feeling of it being something very big and far away and almost scary. Because you are super tech savvy and fashion forward and going in full speed at everything you do. So I think that also goes to show that we might need some extra support and education on how to live through this period without changing everything in our lives, because we don't want to. We're doing more rather than less.
You're still you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still me, regardless.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
and again, it's such a huge period of our lives. It's going to be about this or menopause or post-menopause. So
Exactly.
It's super cool.
let's open up. Let's talk about it.
That's really, really cool. And as gorgeous as ever and thriving. So we have some questions regarding Restore. Number 1, can I use the Restore range if I have blemish-prone skin?
Absolutely. I mean, the Novage Plus range as a whole has been developed as a non-comedogenic, it's a very difficult word, so non-clogging pores. So if you have acne-prone skin, you can still use it, absolutely, or even sensitive skin has been designed for. So we know that when we're going through menopause, some women will become drier, get more sensitive or tight skin, where others might get more acne-prone skin as well. So this routine has been definitely designed for both.
Yep. The next question, can men use this range?
Well, from this conversation, I guess it's very clear that this range has been designed for estrogen-depleted skin, which is what we women will get when we are in this life stage. But of course, it doesn't mean that men can't use it. I'm not going to say it doesn't damage male skin, but it's not designed for male skin. So,
yeah, we're not excluding anyone.
No.
But, yep. A question that we often get. What are the main differences between new Restore and previous time Restore range?
So, I mean, we did talk about the technologies, and they are different. So the bioactivating technologies that we have in this range is different to the previous one. So that, of course, gives also very strong results that we can see, which maybe we didn't have with the previous one in the same way, because we have really designed this specific for this life stage. Also, when we did the clinical testing, we didn't just test on mature skin. That was the case for the old range. This one has now been tested on a panel from all the different phases of this life stage. As we said, perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopausal women. So that's also a big difference.
Great. As a wrap-up of our conversation today, I will ask the final question to you both. One thing that is great about this life stage.
You want to start?
Personally, I think that, as I said before, lots of good life, quality of life left. We have so much time left. But I also feel that as women, we're so governed by our cycles when we're younger. On that monthly path, and it's sort of impacting your mood and physically and everything. And I think the brilliancy of menopause is actually that roller coaster starts slowing down. And I think, of course, it can be turbulent as well going through menopause. And of course, there's lots of signs, and as you mentioned before, with sweats and not feeling super happy, maybe mood-wise, and you can gain weight and all of these things. I understand that. I obviously understand. But at the same time, there is light at the end of the tunnel. You can definitely sense, again, a greater sense of calmness, I think. Stability, again. Yeah, that's how I would see it.
And I think I want to add as well this feeling of confidence, because I feel that also going into this, or being in this stage of my life, I feel more confident in myself, but also in the way that you look, and that is also calm. That you, okay, we're here, and it's great. And the sense of community, as I said as well, is really also that we can talk about it, and it feels good. So
something to look forward to.
Right, now everybody wants to be in this life stage. Well, that's amazing. Thank you both for joining Oriflame Talks on the topic of menopausal skin today, and thank you as well for joining us.
Thank you.